Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the Bhagavad Gita. I mean, is there any specific sloka? Or?
I put 10:8 on the board.
Oh, 10:8. Very nice. That's actually like, it's very good because that's the first sloka I gave class on. Yeah, 10:8. Yeah. Krishna has a.
It's about how we love Krishna, but the idea is to connect that with how we
Yeah.
relate with each other.
That's the first verse I memorized also. Thank you.
Translation.
Krishna got a relation for us. Yeah. Okay, we're reading from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 10th chapter, verse number 8, if you want to follow.
We need some French translation.
Okay.
London and Nandalani and Isabel.
I can speak slow. So that I mean, if you want to sit here, what I can do, that will be easy, I guess. For you, you don't have to be. I speak, you speak, and then once you finish, I can speak again. Is that okay for you? Okay. Okay. However you like it. Whatever is easy for you. So everyone is going to repeat after me because I don't know if you have it on your phone or I should just go through the verse. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I'll just read the verse. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. Purport. A learned scholar who has studied the Vedas perfectly and has information from authorities like Lord Chaitanya and who knows how to apply these teachings can understand that Krishna is the origin of everything in both the material and spiritual worlds, and because he knows this perfectly, he becomes firmly fixed in the devotional service of the Supreme Lord. He can never be deviated by any amount of nonsensical commentaries or by fools. All Vedic literature agrees that Krishna is the source of Brahma, Shiva and all other demigods. In the Atharva Veda, Gopalatapani Upanishad, it is said, Yo Brahmanam vidadati purvam yo vai vedamscha gapyati sma Krishnaha. It was Krishna who in the beginning instructed Brahma in Vedic knowledge and who disseminated Vedic knowledge in the past. Then again, the Narayana Upanishad says, Ata Purusho ha vai Narayano kamayata praja srejayati. Then the Supreme Personality Narayana desired to create living entities. The Upanishad continues, Narayanat Brahma Jayate, Narayanat Prajapatihi Prajayate, Narayana Indro Jayate, Narayanat Asto Vasavo Jayante, Narayanat Ekadasha Rudra Jayante, Narayanat Dvadvachadityaha. From Narayana, Brahma is born. And from Narayana, the Patrachyas are also born. From Narayana, Indra is born. From Narayana, the 8 Vasus are born. From Narayana, the 11 Rudras are born. And from Narayana, the 12 Adityas are born. This Narayana is an expansion of Krishna. It is said in the same Vedas, Brahmanyo Devaki Putraha, the son of Devaki, Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Narayana Upanishad 4. Then it is said, Eko vai Narayana asinna brahmana isano napo nagni samo neme dvaya apritivi na nakshatrani na suryaha. In the beginning of the creation, there was only the Supreme Personality Narayana. There was no Brahma, no Shiva, no fire, no moon, no stars in the sky, no sun. Maha Upanishad 1. In the Maha Upanishad, it is also said that Lord Shiva was born from the forehead of the Supreme Lord. Thus the Vedas say that it is the Supreme Lord, the creator of Brahma and Shiva, who is to be worshipped. In the Moksha Dharma, Krishna also says, Prajapatim cha rudram chapi aham eva srijami vai tauhi mamna vijanito mama maya vimohito. The Patrachas, Shiva and others are created by me, though they do not know that they are created by me, because they are deluded by my illusionary energies. In the Varaha Purana, it is also said, Narayana para devas tasmat jatas chaturmukaha tasmat rudro bhave deva sacha sarva gnatam gataha. Narayana is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. From him Brahma was born, from whom Shiva was born. Lord Krishna is the source of all generations, and He is called the most efficient because of everything. He says, because everything is born of me, I am the original source of all. Everything is under me, no one is above me. There is no supreme controller other than Krishna. One who understands Krishna in such a way from bona fide spiritual master with references from Vedic literature engages all his energy in Krishna consciousness and becomes a truly learned man. In comparison to him, all others who do not know Krishna properly are but fools. Only a fool would consider Krishna to be an ordinary man. A Krishna conscious person should not be bewildered by fools. He should avoid all unauthorized commentaries and interpretations on the Bhagavad Gita and proceed in Krishna consciousness with determination and firmness. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I won't go through the full invocation. I would like to thank you all for being here, giving me some service to do, especially speaking philosophy on Krishna consciousness. Bhagavati Mataji requested me to speak something about relations in Krishna consciousness. I would like to thank her to push me to do this service. We kind of like don't want to be in the front, we're always in the background. Thank you, Mataji, and thank you all for being here once again. So here this is what is the importance of this verse except Bhagavati Mataji? Anyone wants to? And Mataji, you can also not answer. Someone else can answer. What is the prominence of this verse? Anyone knows? Malika, 10.8. Come on. 10.8 is, there are Chatur Shlokis of Srimad Bhagavatam, Chatur Shlokis of Bhagavad Gita. Those Srimad Bhagavatam, Aham, I don't know the slokas, probably Bhagavati Mataji can quote them. Aham eva gro. Yes, there you go. Jai, thank you. Very nice. This is like the intellect. Earlier they used to have, now we have sport, football, cricket, this and that. But earlier, their only sport was intellect. They used to have debates, so they were always fighting with the shloka shastra. That was their. So nowadays we changed it to something else. There is no intellect so much. So I just wanted to explain a little bit how. That's why devotees also, they want to get shlokas so that when they want to make the point, they give the shlokas, verses, Sanskrit verses, and where it is from and who wrote it. So this is the importance of memorizing the verses. Every devotee should do it. I think Prabhupada said 108 verses everyone should know from the Bhagavad Gita. So bit of work to be done, I guess, for all of us. Yes, the importance of this shloka 10.8 Bhagavad Gita, they are called Chatur Shlokis, as I said. They are the seed verses. Seed verses, anything you want to grow like a plant, what you do is you take a seed and you plant it in the ground, right? And then water it, and then you give proper sunlight, proper air. Everything brings the seed out and it becomes a Mahavriksha, like a big tree. So the same thing, the Shastra, the scriptures, they are concised into these Chatur, 4 shlokas, and they expand. Actually, they give the Sambandha Gyan, they give the Abhyudaya Gyan, they give the Sambandha Abhyudaya Prayojan. Means, who is Krishna, who are we, what is material energy, what is our relation with material energy, what is Kala, what is Karma. So if you get all these answers, that means basically you know everything. So these 4 shlokas, it starts with, who is the Supreme Lord. First thing, even in Vedanta Sutra, Atato Brahma Jigyasa, now you have taken birth, human birth, what you have to find out is who I am. That's how it starts, finding out who you are, who is the Supreme Lord, what is your relation. There it all starts. I know, like, there are philosophies which contradict with this aspect of relations. They mostly, like Sankarites, Adi Shankaracharya taught this philosophy of Advaitavad. Who knows what is Advaitavad? We all should know all these technical terms. Yes, please.
Non-duality philosophy of India.
Yes, non-duality. What does that mean?
That everything is one.
Yes, very good, very good. Everything is one. So this was the philosophy taught by Adi Shankaracharya. Who is Adi Shankaracharya originally? Shivaji, very nice. Shivaji, what is his relation with Krishna according to this translation here, purport? He's part and parcel of Krishna. He still has a relation, but why did he do that? Why is he teaching something? He has a relation himself. Why is he preaching something against what he believes himself and what he follows himself? Why? Pourquoi?
He had a purpose to accomplish.
Yes, what is the purpose?
Establish the Vedas again.
Yes, very nice. He wanted to establish the Vedas. Yes, so he has a purpose. There is this famous shloka, Mayavadam asachetram prochanyam bauddham uchyate maya kalpitam deve kalo brahmana rupina. This famous verse from Adi Purana, if I am not wrong. He quotes this verse to Parvati. Who is this quoting? Lord Shiva is telling to Parvati, I am going to go in Kali Yuga, Kalo Brahmana Rupina. I am going to go in the disguise of a Brahmana to do what? To establish this Mayavad philosophy. Mayavadam Asat Chestram. You don't find this word so prominent apart from our own scriptures. This is a kind of a word which kind of is evolved with Adi Shankaracharya. You don't find this in Vedanta Sutra or anything like that. So it's brought to light by Adi Shankaracharya. We can say that, I guess. So he is given a task to preach this philosophy of Advaitavad. Even though he himself is worshipping, what is that famous verse Lord Shiva quotes? Anyone can say? This is a famous shloka Prabhupada always quotes. I'm just talking about relation of the Supreme Lord and Shiva, I guess, I come from South India, so I always like to talk about this philosophies, debates. Lord Shiva quotes one verse. Lord Shiva quotes Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param tasmatu parataram deve tadiyanam samarchanam. Says, of all the worship of Lord Krishna is the highest. Is Shiva himself saying that? Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param. What is param? Means supreme. Vishnur aradhanam param means worship of all the worship of Vishnu is the supreme. Of even that higher is the worship of the serving the Vaishnavas, the devotees of Vishnu. So, let's come back to the relations. Krishna consciousness is all about relations. How? Because the Supreme Lord, He Himself has a relation with all of us. It cannot be denied or avoided. How many of you believe you have a relation with God? Okay, how many of you don't believe you have a relation with God? You can put it this way. Is anyone in this? Some whatever philosophy we call it, Tattva Dvaitam or Dvaitam or Advaitam or Vashishta Advaitam or Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, whoever you want to quote, we come to the aspect of relations. So relations are the way we can climb our ladder back to the spiritual world by relating our is that Rupa Goswami who says we can relate to Krishna because we don't know what exactly our relation in the spiritual world is. So we serve Krishna in what ras? Rasya. Very good. How many relations? How many? What are the 5 prominent relations we can relate ourselves to Krishna? Yes. Okay. You can be Krishna's friend. You can go back to the spiritual world. You can be Krishna's friend. And?
Krishna's parents.
Yes, Krishna's parents. Prabhu, Toma. So you can be Krishna's parents. And?
You can be neutral.
Neutral, Shantras, Krishna's lover, parents. We covered everyone? Friend, yeah. Krishna's, yes, they are conjugal. They are loving exchanges. So, at the same time, how we know that we have to develop a relation with Krishna, and how we are going to do it here in the material world, in New Mayapur, how we going to, what are our relations with each other to serve Krishna. We need each other to serve Krishna, isn't it? Just like now Karunika is doing garlands for Krishna. Alexandra is doing garlands for Krishna. What is the best way to serve Krishna? Is helping each other to serve Krishna. Vishnu Aradhanam Param. Yes. Yes. Serve Vaishnavas. Yes. Serving the Vaishnavas. But even to serve, like, the pujaris who are there on the altar tomorrow morning, they're going to dress Krishna, but we are going to interdependent on each other. Isn't it? Like, without the garlands, how is the pujari going to finish his service tomorrow morning? So we are interdepending, isn't it? Even Krishna himself shows that we need each other. We need to hold each other's hand to accomplish our Guru's mission. How Krishna is showing that? We all know the story when Krishna was studying in Sandipani Muni's school. We all know the story, yeah? Krishna goes to the forest to collect wood for Guru's sacrifice. The Guru was doing sacrifice every day, putting wood in the fire. So Krishna and his friend, who? Sudama. They go in the forest to collect some wood. They were little kids, enthusiastic. We want to help Guruji, Sandipani Muni. They go in the forest. It was a big storm. They cannot come out. They got stuck and they got up to the tree. Of course, the Supreme Lord, he can swallow the storm, tornado, whatever comes. He can do anything he wants, but he wants to show us the relations are so important in our day-to-day Krishna consciousness. And what happened later? Krishna and Sudama got onto a big tree, and what were they doing? They were there holding each other's hands, and actually, like Krishna and Sudama, they have one hand they were holding each other, the second hand they were still holding on to the firewood they wanted to take for the Guru's mission, for the Guru's sacrifice. So same with us, for us, Param Guru is Srila Prabhupada, he is our Guru, we all put in the center. So Srila Prabhupada's mission can be accomplished if we all hold our hands each other. And then what we can do is, we can accomplish what he wanted to accomplish himself. So we can be the instruments. And this relation aspect is such a wonderful topic. It's like we can talk all night. The minute we take a devotee for granted, we judge a devotee. Krishna always sends a message back. Recently there was some kind of no, I don't want to do anything with this devotee. I don't want to, someone was telling me like this, I don't want to do anything. Immediately, next day, this devotee needed some service, and the only devotee who can help that person was the devotee who was denying to serve with, I cannot exactly phone call or something, I don't remember, but it's like the minute we deny, the minute we put someone down, that means we are trying to put ourselves up. That is the minute Krishna will be never satisfied. Every single person, who is a devotee? Ramachandra Khan, who is a devotee? Whoever chants Krishna's name one time is a devotee. Whoever makes the whole world chant Krishna's name is a devotee. The one who constantly chants Krishna's name. So we cannot deny that everyone is part and parcel of Krishna. I was traveling with Mahavishnu Maharaj one time in the car. There was one Swami, our Swami Jananand Maharaj. We were going from Kolkata to Mayapur in the car. There was Maharaj Brahmachari traveling with him. This Brahmachari was little bit not happy with the way the drivers in India driving the car. He was critical. Maharaj was saying, no, you should not criticize even the driver. What is your business to criticize him? So it's like every living entity, if you see him as part and parcel of Krishna, we will never, of course, it's like in day-to-day business, I was a little bit down. Few days ago, I went to Maharaj, the way I act sometimes, doesn't make me happy. I'm so kind of like, in pain with it, the way I give you sometimes anxiety, what is my hope, Maharaj said, repent, go to Krishna, take shelter of Krishna's name. That's our only hope. Or else there is, Dvaite Badra Badra Gyana. There is a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Dvaite Badra Badra Gyana, Sabha Mano Dharma, Edvandva. Sorry, I didn't practice this verse. It says actually there is no such thing called as good or bad in the material world. It's just our relations. I can find the verse later, I'm sorry. So it's all about our loving exchanges to Krishna. But how are you going to do that is the minute you have a trace of negativity towards anyone, that means we have that towards Krishna. We can deny it, we can cover it. I'm talking about myself. Oh yeah, no, the minute we are being pessimistic about others and other Vaishnavas and other people, that means we are carrying some kind of anti-slogans against Krishna. We cannot. The way I see, the way Janananda Maharaj sees, it's like, when will be the day be mine that I can live like how a Maharaj's idea of a devotee. So it's like, yeah, it's such an eye-opener to see someone can be so optimistic about others, so kind of hard on themselves. This like, I have so much work to do myself with my relations with devotees. That's why it's like Varna Ashram Dharma. It's like, Brahmachari Ashram, there is like Grihastha Ashram, Vanaprastha Ashram. It's ashram. It's like, you're doing, you're a single man or you're married. It's ashram. Ashram means you put Krishna in the center. Krishna in the center means there is no scope for judging others. That means I have to work on my relations with every devotee. Recently I discovered this, in regards to relations. I was thinking, what is the hope for my family members, all my uncles and aunts, and we kind of like, after we become devotees, we don't want to listen to their prajalpa, it's like they all talk about mundane things, what is your car, how much money you have in your bank, what is your house, it's like, so I was thinking, what is the hope for them? Even if devotees, we don't want to care for them, somehow, somewhere give them Krishna. So I started contacting all my uncles and not all, but few of them, at least I can gradually expand, I guess, trying to appreciate what they have done for me, be thankful. I feel this is the relation I can build, that even they think about me as being a Krishna devotee, I can be that medium instrument, like a wire, I could say, from one plug to the other. If they could, get some agyata sukriti, unknown spiritual advancement, that means in their next life, I hope they will get some mercy of the Vaishnavas and they become devotees. So maybe even in this life they might get some advancement, just because I send them some pictures of our deities. I try to kind of send them some my mother tongue classes. So yeah, what is the hope? We have to We have to become, that verse, Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam, Eko Bahunam Ye Vidati Kamam. What Krishna does is, he is the main lamp, he is the main fire. He touches the other, he expands, he gives the flame to Balaram, Radharani, everyone gets that spark. We have that spark in us also. So Krishna has touched us and he gave us this, through Prabhupada, this wonderful moment of Krishna consciousness. Now what we do is, that's why every Saturday we want to carry the flare in our heart. The week-long practice we do, what do? We go out and give it to someone else. Somehow do kirtan, give prasad, somehow give a book, connect them somehow, somewhere. Don't give the chance go away. What hope is there for people outside? Of course, they have cars and houses, but is that really making everyone happy? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going overboard time. I would like to thank Bhagavati Mataji and for all of you for being here. We were doing this in the past before reading sessions. We don't do it anymore. But it's good that Mataji, you took the lead to run this program. Very nice.
When I heard that Maharaj wanted it,
Yes.
then I was inspired to organize.
Very nice.
So let me try and please Janananda Maharaj.
That's very nice.
I tried to get him to do it. I told Jivananda, please.
Ask him when he wants to.
Maharaj, come on even.
He was asking, can I come and can I speak? And then is it like, he's so sensitive. He was asking, if someone is scheduled, if I go, is that going to be okay? I said, Maharaj, please go. Anytime you go, everyone will give you the way. Everyone wants to hear from you.
He came the other evening, but it was Gopaswami. He said, no, I want to listen to Gopaswami.
It's amazing.
He can come any evening.
Nice. If he hears from you, I think he will take it more serious. Any questions? I can. Brennan, question. Vous avez une question? Okay. Grantra Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Oh.
Thank you for coming. It's nice. It was a nice class.
Yeah, thank you. Hare Krishna. Glad you liked it.